switched up, I just changed lanes. I be with them niggas getting money and with niggas who gangbang. You niggas too frilly, you too strange. Cop some better work, hit the block, save up, get a new chain. I see my uncle hop in a new range. He taught me how to rap, bubble pack, now I got me some new flavor. I know y'all niggas thought that y'all had me, but the glick in the stash, she tried me. Get popped like acne, we got buttons on the back of them ratchets. Two turn can't relax me, rock designer, bitch, ain't none of us tacky. Ain't have nothing but some noodles in the crib. On that demon time, I move crucial with my blick. Baby, I'm a blood, but I be grooving with my sig. I be getting paranoid, bitch, don't be moving through my crib. No, it's RMSG, and I started this shit with Miz. Vamping in the jacks, they know I did this shit with shiz. We really put that bat on ass. We don't talk about them kids. They know I'm from the trenches, so it is what it is. Yeah.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Norms. This is the 10A podcast. What's poppin'? I told you I will be on 12 o'clock. Got to go a little early today. Got some things to do. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, I got my baby's about to be born, so I gotta take care of these things. You know, go in the hospital and shit like that. But anyways, yeah, I don't care about that. I was just watching. Actually, it's crazy. I was going through what's it called? I was just watching Bleacher Report, and Oscar De La Hoya is in town in New York City promoting the Devin Haney-Ryan Garcia fight, which is a great fight, which is cool. But everything is the Canelo Alvarez. What's he gonna do May 4th is kind of overshadowing everything. In fact, messing up the location where Ryan wanted to have the fight initially, and now it's in New York, and it's kind of going deeper and deeper now in regards to changing what people want to see go down. And boxing's kind of on hold right now. It's out there that PBC's dropped the ball on certain things. They're Oscar De La Hoya said it was a sinking ship, but there's a couple things we're going to cover, but definitely coming from the guy that promotes Golden Boy and Mungia, says that May 4th is looking unlikely for Mungia versus De La Hoya, and a few things are going to attribute to that. One being, which I found really weird, was the fact that Mungia was even an option when he didn't want to take it on PBC to guarantee it, which was weird. So it was just kind of a weird thing, but he'll take it over here at Matchbox or wherever he's doing it at. And you know, it's highly publicized that De La Hoya and Canelo don't speak or are on speaking terms, so it's highly unlikely. And I thought it was unlikely for that to happen. But he came out and actually stated that the cards are all in Canelo's hands, and that's not a good thing for De La Hoya because he kind of just makes the decisions at this point. And you know, Canelo to me has definitely earned the right to do that, but it does have its negatives. And the negative to me is if it's not Mungia, which I prefer. I mean, everybody wants Benavidez, right? But we're gonna get into that too. Apparently, PBC dropped the ball on the Benavidez thing as well, right? So it's not gonna be Benavidez. We all know that, and I said this before. I think Benavidez is gonna be 2025 in May, if even if it happens at this point, right? But that's what I believe is gonna happen. But there's a lot of things, and Canelo is definitely holding up the game, Josh, right now. Like it's kind of crazy because everybody wants to see Benavidez. That's not gonna happen. Jose Benavidez came out and said, you know, he kind of came at them and says Canelo doesn't want to lose, whatever. But my thing is this. I get it. I just want to see a good fight May 4th, right? And with Oscar coming out and saying what he just said, especially that's probably the other fight that I would have wanted to see, which was Mungia. I thought it was a good fight, or Jamel Charlo. We know we're not going to get Charlo. They didn't want to pay for Charlo, right? Mungia is a De La Hoya fighter, so it looks like my worst nightmare is going to come true at this point. And it's probably going to end up being Edgar Berlanga, which to me is the worst situation. Sorry about that. My dog got out again. The worst situation possible. The worst fight that Canelo could take. And I don't know how they're going to sell this fight. I don't think anybody believes in Berlanga. I feel like Berlanga's getting the treatment too. You know, he's a priority where he's at. You know, people want to push him. But undeservingly, it looks like he's going to get the fight. And I think a lot of people are going to be upset at Canelo if he does take this fight. And I'm just being completely honest at this point. I'm one of them. And I'm a huge Canelo fan. But to be honest with you, if that's the fight that gets announced, I feel like I don't know how they're going to sell it. Especially this, they're trying to say, I seen Berlanga when at his press conference, and they asked him about fighting. I think I forgot they asked him about who they're fighting, right? And he was like, "No, we want the bigger and better things, and we want Canelo." And I'm sitting here, and it was kind of crazy because he's saying it almost as if he knows that it's on the verge of being signed, which was absolutely insane to me that he would say with such confidence, because it really is on the table, and it's unbelievable that fight is actually on the table, especially the fact that Berlanga hasn't done anything to deserve the right to fight in a Canelo fight, and that's just being honest. He hasn't even been impressive. At least Mungia went in there and destroyed Jonathan Ryder. He has 43 wins, 34 by knockout, and takes a claim. So, to me, it's unfortunate for boxing fans that these type of politics happen. And what I mean by politics is, if you have a certain promoter, or if you're a priority at a promotional company, and you have a little bit of power, you can get these type of matchups. And this is a matchup that's just not good. It's not good. It's not a good matchup. It's not even a tune-up fight, to be honest with you. I don't even view Berlanga as a top 10 fighter at 168, but they're going to tell you that he is, and now he's the mandatory. I don't know how. He beat some guy from an Irish pub, and now we have Berlanga on the verge of signing a deal to fight Canelo, which is absolutely insane to me. I just don't understand how this is a possibility. And people are going to say, it's Canelo's fault, it's this and that. Well, come to find out, and you guys can watch Showbiz, the adult, I think his name is, I'm not sure his name. I forgot. The Voice podcast. Apparently, PBC never had Benavidez in any type of agreement to where he was in the talks for a fight. And apparently, according to Oscar De La Hoya and a lot of people out there, Teofimo Lopez come out there and they said that it's a sinking ship. It's PBC's done. Like, it's pretty much over with. And it's unfortunate because everybody knows the fight they want to see, Benavidez. But I would have took a Mungia. And I take the approach like this, because people are like, oh, but, Canelo's ducking and all this and whatever. Listen, I believe Canelo understands the value of that fight. And that value of that fight is a lot. It's the biggest fight we're probably going to have get out since probably Pacquiao and Floyd. At that level, I believe it's a possibility. I don't think Benavidez is at Pacquiao's level, but clearly Canelo is up there. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not happy. I'm really not happy even doing this blog, simply because Berlanga's not a great fighter. I don't believe Berlanga, and this is just being honest, I don't think he beats Jamel Charlo. Dante Hollis, what up? I don't think he beats Caleb Plant. I don't think he beats Boo Boo. I don't think he beats anybody that's in the top 10. He doesn't beat Mungia, Morel. He doesn't beat any of those guys. You know what I mean? And it's absolutely troubling to actually see if this fight actually happens. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm not very happy with this, and it really disappointed me. Once I seen Dela Hoya actually say what he was saying, at that point I knew. I was like, yeah, we're not going to get Mungia. It's more so likely that we're going to get Berlanga. I just don't know how they're going to spin that fight. And, the whole Puerto Rican versus Mexico, I've spoken to multiple Puerto Ricans, and they're not very happy with that fight. I don't see, and you got to think about it. Berlanga just had a fight in Orlando, not even in New York City. Let's take that into account. In Orlando, which looked like a fucking auditorium. Okay, I don't understand why this is even on the table. It's nobody. Listen, I don't know how many people were in that arena, but I would doubt it was over 2,000 people. So to me, you know, I don't get the fight. Um, I don't think people are craving to see Berlanga. I don't think the Puerto Rican people are craving to see that fight. I don't even think anyone believes that he has a shot in hell to win that fight. Whether you're born on the island, you're born in New York. It just doesn't make any sense. And I don't think, and it's just bugged out to me that if you're a fighter at 168, that you've been putting all this pain in, that somebody that's most likely not better than you is getting the opportunity to fight the biggest brand in boxing. And to me, I hope that it doesn't ring true. You know, I hope it is Mungia. I mean, I really hope it's Benavidez, but that's completely off. I'd rather have had Charlo, not this. I mean, not what it's looking like and what people are saying. I did see on the People's Voice podcast or whatever it's called. I forgot his name. I forgot the name of it. I was just looking at it right now. They kicked Berlanga out of New York City. Now, listen, Josh, listen, I don't get it. But apparently, you know, PBC never had Benavidez in a contract. So a lot of times when you sign these deals, the 2-3 fight deals, you would have a particular fight on the menu just so, you know, you can make it more lucrative or you can be more lucrative for yourself. But apparently, David Benavidez was not one of the names that was on the initial 3-fight deal with Canelo. And that's why Canelo, and I said this before, I said this multiple times. I was like, it feels like Canelo wants to get out of this contract and then go to the table and say, okay, there's 3-4 different promotional companies that are willing to put up the cash that I want to fight Benavidez. And I think that's been Canelo's strategy since the beginning. I think Reynoso as a manager is a great manager. I think he understands the sport. And I believe that's what he was trying to aim for. And PBC didn't want to pay for that, or maybe they didn't want to take the risk in order for it to be, you know, like a free agency and things of that nature. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but we're definitely not going to get this Benavidez fight. We're definitely not going to. It looks like definitely we're not going to get the Mungia fight in July. I mean, listen, Dela Hoya is Mungia's promoter. So if any possibility, if he had any inclination of Mungia fight possibly happening, and the promoter's telling you it's not, that promotes Mungia, yeah, it seems like it's a done deal. So it looks like we're gonna get Edgar Berlanga versus Canelo Alvarez, and I don't want to do this to Canelo, but wait, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. It's just an absolute Gervonta Davis move to me. It's just one of those. That's how bad it is. I'm not gonna lie. It's just not a good fight. It kills me to be such a boxing fan and get that type of a fight. I'd rather see Terrence Crawford. My boy's breaking my balls. He gets more credit. I'd rather fight Terrence. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd rather fight Terrence Crawford. I'd rather fight anyone else. I mean, it's just not. It's not a good fight. I'm happy Berlanga gets a big paycheck. It's not about a hate situation. It's just he's not deserving of that opportunity at this point. He hasn't done enough to get that type of an opportunity, and that's just being honest. You know, and you know, he had his Orlando fight, the setter fight he had with McCrory, 18-0. I don't think anybody even cared or knew or believed he was a prospect, and now he's the mandatory. That's why I hate this shit with the belts. People always talk about the belts and they don't matter. No, they don't. But it can be used in politics, and that's what we're getting right now in regards to this fight, May 4th, and it's kind of holding it up. We're about to be in March. What is it? February 27th right now. We're about to be in March. Everybody's waiting for Canelo's decision. It's just a lot of stuff that's coming out that doesn't make sense. It's kind of overshadowing everything that's going on, because people want to see what the face of boxing is going to do, and I want to see it. I'm a huge Canelo fan. So I want to see a good fight. I think Jaime Mungia, I don't think he beats Canelo, but I think he's got the tools to put a lot of pressure on Canelo, and he does take a lot of shots, so it could be something exciting. I don't believe Berlanga's a good fight at all. In fact, when he fought McCrory, he almost seemed hesitant to throw punches. He seemed against McCrory, who was literally a steak. They threw a steak in front of you, and you didn't have the tools. I mean, you just look hesitant, and he hasn't been impressive. He hasn't been impressive at all to get this fight, and it's disappointing as a boxing fan to see what Dela Hoya said, and yeah. I don't know. Anybody want to call up? You guys call up. I'm depressed right now. 470-326-6329. You guys call up right now. Tell me what you guys think. Are you excited for the fight? I'm not. You know what I mean? And again, I'm a huge Canelo fan. I just don't see as to how this is going to be sold. This is clearly not a fight I'd even want on my resume at this point. And listen, I support Brooklyn, Puerto Rico. That's where Berlanga's from. But I got to be real. This is just not a good fight. And I think they're going to have a lot of trouble selling this fight. It's just absolutely terrible. To be honest, I just don't get it. I mean, let's put up the top 10 guys at 168. I'm about to Google it real quick. Top 10. Oh my God, I'm disappointed, guys. Boxers at 168. I mean, I think there's so many other people that can fight him at this point. 68 pounds, 168. 168. Let's see what they got for us right here. Super middleweight top 10 rankings, boxing base. And a lot of these are bullshit, right? A lot of these are bullshit. But let's look. Benavidez, of course, Caleb Plant, Christian Babili from France, David Morrell, who probably would have been a better fight. I would have preferred to see that. Jimmy Mungia, Eric, I can't even say this, Bazinian, Vladimir Sheshkan, John Ryder, Diego Pacheco. No mention of Edgar Berlanga at all. None. Jaime Mungia is number 6. I mean, Mungia, people don't really rock with the man like that. He's not there. He hasn't done enough. And I think Canelo's going to take a lot of criticism if he takes this fight. And that's just being honest. He's going to get a lot of criticism for this fight. A lot. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate, but it's looking like the case. And I don't understand why any of these guys, I take any of these guys before him. I'd prefer to see Charlo. I wish it was Charlo at this point, getting revenge for his brother. Oh, my man Monty Brown's in the building. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me hit him up. Tell him I'm live. Hold on. I'm live, Monty. Should I send it? Let me send Monty Brown the link. So, yeah, guys. If you guys are excited for the fight, please let me know. I clearly am not. I am not excited. I am not excited for that tumultuous BS fight. Hold on. I just told them I'm going to send them the link. But, yeah, that's what we got right now. Send you the link. Send you the link on email. I told Tony that. Oh. But anyways, yes, we're here. We're here. Yes, I'm watching all of the boxing news that's going on right now. But it's pretty. Everything's pretty dry right now. Outside of, and it's crazy because they're promoting the Dela Hoya fight. That's versus Ryan Garcia. That's a huge fight in my opinion. I'm super looking forward to that fight. You know, in Brooklyn, New York. I don't. Did they change the venue? Because I know this guy made a big deal out of fighting in New York City. So I'm not 100% sure about that. But anyways, what's your guys' take on that? Let's see what other boxing news is going on. For some reason, my internet's ass right now. Let me see. Golden Boy. You see De La Hoya's out there, and maybe listen. I seen Ryan Garcia and De La Hoya sitting having dinner, and actually Ryan Garcia last night on Instagram, on his on his stories, had De La Hoya like, yo, look, like kind of like yeah, we kind of squashed it, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? Squashing that situation with Oscar. Um, so maybe everything's all good right now in that regard. But we're definitely going to be fine, and I'm definitely interested to see that fight. That's the biggest fight probably of the year this year, outside of Usyk and Fury. Usyk and Fury is I think in April. But yeah, I mean, this is not good, man. This is not good. I'm waiting for my guy to come on right now. Yo, Josh, what do you think about the damn fight, man? Are you excited for this fight? Are you guys excited to see this fight? Yeah, so Ryan Garcia, yes, they started the press tour already. I think they're doing one in New York. I think, matter of fact, I think it's today. I wanted to say Times Square, but I think it's some club. I forgot where, but I know today's the presser. Ryan Garcia, whatever you do, Ryan, don't go out there and give out free sneakers in New York. They're probably going to mug you, to be honest with you. I'll just let you know. Don't do it. Don't do it, Ryan. Do not do. This fucking dog that my wife decided to get is annoying as shit. Who else we got? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's all we got with boxing news. A lot of these guys out there. See, I'm looking at Mungia. De La Hoya, don't think it's happening. Jose Benavidez Sr. lashes out at Canelo. Trainer Jose Benavidez Jr. The dad of WBC interim, actually senior, isn't it? Champion David Benavidez was bitter today at learning that Canelo was heading in the direction of fighting Jamie Mungia and Edgar Berlanga this year. Sour grapes or strategic blunder. Jose Jr. dropped the niceness act he used in an interview that weekend and lashed out at the face of boxing Canelo. Now, remember, I told you guys he's been quiet for a while. I guess it was some type of negotiation or some type of contact with them, and you don't want to ruin that. And it probably fell apart because Canelo was like, well, now I'm not getting the money. We're going to go this route. So now Mr. Benavidez Sr. is going to say, fuck it. It's not on the table. I'm going to talk. So he's been saying nice things about Canelo, but today Jose Sr. was back to his old self, roasting the Mexican star for preferring Mungia and Berlanga over David. It was hilarious to listen on how disgruntled Jose Sr. sounded. It wasn't the smartest thing for Jose Sr. to dump on Canelo since there's still a chance they might give Benavidez a shot in 2025 if the Saudis want to see the fight. Gloves off, excuses on. 2 years we've been the mandatory. We've been wanting to fight Canelo for a long time. Canelo is the king of 168. He's the face of boxing. We want to fight nothing but the best, said trainer Jose Benavidez Sr. to Fight Hype about his disappointment at getting a fight with whatever. We did everything we could to make the fight. First, he said he wouldn't fight any Mexicans. Then he said that he didn't want to fight David. So we got to move on. I'm super happy with what we've achieved and how far David has come, said Jose. And in fact, I actually watched an interview where he said that they get paid more to fight other people, but they wanted the opportunity. They didn't care if Canelo took the majority. Of course, he's going to take the majority of the funds. You know what I mean? So listen, they understood it. Interestingly, Jose Sr. is framing Canelo's decision not to fight Benavidez as fear-based rather than a more realistic reason, the money not being there for the fight. It makes me very happy for Canelo and his team that he doesn't want to fight David because we must be doing something right. The most exciting fighter, the most feared fighter doesn't want to fight David Benavidez. Man, it makes me super happy. The shots are coming. It's going to come. They're going to try to antagonize Canelo, and as they should feel away. They are the mandatory. But there are other variables that go into the situation. We don't know what's the number Canelo wants, what he values the fight personally. So when he says, everybody knows that Canelo is at the end of his career. He's not the same Canelo. He's worn out his body with all the hard training he's done. He knows that David can beat him, and he doesn't want to lose to David. He knows that David is a young fighter, not an easy fighter, and a hungry fighter. That's why he's making all these excuses of not fighting David, said Jose Sr. I'm not mad at Jose Sr. for speaking out right now at this point. And honestly, this could work at this point simply because I think Canelo is going to get a lot of criticism for taking this Berlanga fight. If he takes Jaime Mungia, maybe not so much. Jaime Mungia is a talented fighter. Just being honest. But clearly, Jose feels away. It's a lot of money, and it's not even money at this point. But let me bring my guy on real quick. This is my let me bring my guy. Canelo's the best motherfucker, but I think he is.
This me know this me doing
Marty, downtown Marty Brown. What's up, brother?
What's going down, buddy? What's going down? I got the camera off. They doing something in the background. Can you hear me?
You good, brother? You good? So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you hear what Dela Hoya came out and said today?
Say it again.
Did you hear what Oscar said today? That it's highly unlikely that
the Mungia
the Mungia fight, that it's looking like, and I don't even want to say it. It feels like a curse word when I say it, but it looks like it's going to be Edgar Berlanga. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. It does not excite me at all, Monty. I'm not going to lie. It's actually extremely disappointing. What's your take on that? I know you're a big Canelo supporter as well.
Man, listen, when I heard Oscar say that, right, and I'm asking Oscar, like, why? My whole reason is why not? Now, we know Oscar and Golden Boy had a difference. Sorry, Canelo and Golden Boy got their differences, right?
Yeah.
So, listen, I was on the fence of saying it wouldn't happen on the behalf of Canelo, but now I'm thinking it's Oscar De La Hoya holding the grudge, Norbs. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, why do you say that?
Because Oscar, he always talked that business, this business, that business. But now, do you want to do business with Canelo? Now, they both with the zone right now. Canelo coming back to the zone now.
Yeah.
Right now, I want to touch on that because there's a lot of haters out here. But it's like, do Oscar want to feed Mungia to Canelo right now? Or do he want to play hardball? Or is it because people go try to say, oh, well, Canelo this, Canelo that. Now, we don't know, right? We just don't know right now. But, just to hear Oscar say that without even trying not to negotiate and nothing like that, it's kind of fishy to me, bro. It's kind of fishy. You know what I mean? Like, we just got
I'm with you on that. I mean, it does seem a little odd, but it also seems odd in this regard, right? And this is what I was thinking. He didn't want to take the 35 million guarantee to fight Mungia on PBC, right? How did he become an option over here, which kind of confused me? You know what I'm saying? That he wanted Charlo over there. They said they wouldn't pay for Charlo, but they paid for Mungia. I'm thinking Mungia is completely off the table, but then it turns around and Mungia is available on this end. That confused me right away. Like, why didn't he just end this contract and get the 35 million and fight Mungia, right? Then when Oscar comes out and says what he says, and actually let me go back. When I watched the fight Saturday, this really upset me, Monty. I was going to call you. I'm watching the fight Saturday, and after the fight, I'm just seeing Eddie Hearn glowing about Edgar Berlanga. And not only that, Sergio Mora, who I actually like, is literally out there saying that Edgar Berlanga has the best chance to beat him. And I'm like, nobody actually believes that. So who is telling you to say this? That's when I knew at that moment we were going to get screwed for May 4th. I'm not going to lie to you. That really made me feel like not going to be Mungia. It's not going to, of course, we already know it's not going to be Benavidez. We're going to get this BS fight with Berlanga. I mean, what do you think about what I just stated?
Man, listen. And we all know Canelo and Eddie got a good relationship.
Yeah.
They got a damn good relationship. So, you know what? You just the part where you said, they try to get him to fight Mungia over on the PBC side, which was confusing to me still a little bit because Mungia is a Golden Boy fighter, and will Oscar do business with the PBC, and where would it land? Would it land on the zone? Would it land on the PBC side? So it's like that was a little confusing to me on that behalf. So now, with the situation with Oscar coming out saying it's highly doubtful that the fight won't take place, I'm looking at Oscar's side. But with the Edgar Berlanga situation, bro, which is like Edgar haven't done shit to deserve the fight. Like, he haven't done nothing. Like, he haven't done nothing to make his name to deserve this fight. And I don't want to hear the Mexican Puerto Rico rivalry or things of that nature because Edgar ain't even deep in the Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't even deep in the game like that.
Hapuerto Rico's not behind him. I'm gonna
exactly.
They're not behind him.
So I'm not gonna hate, but he's not really they're not back. He haven't done nothing to really carry that Puerto Rico legacy to say, oh man, Edgar and Canelo, the Puerto Rico right? No, he haven't done shit to get that fight. So it's like it's going like I'm gonna be highly upset. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be highly upset.
Yeah,
Edgar Berlanga his own made for it, bro. Like that's some shit where make you like, do I even want to support like really? Like, do
No,
I even want to support the fight? Like, that's my dude, but it's like, God, Lee, bro.
no,
Like,
100%.
I'd rather Charlo than Mega, bro. I'll be
I rather
realistic. I'd rather
Charlo,
Charlo
bro.
than
He's
Mega
not even
Blanco.
in like any top 10 rankings. How did he become the mandatory? Like who did they pay for him to become the mandatory? Who? I'm
You know how they
confused.
go. You can,
Huh?
they'll swindle that. They'll swindle that.
But that's the thing. You put him against some guy that's 18-0 in all Irish bar fights, right? On Saturday. He barely
Hey,
threw. He was hesitant to throw punches. This guy didn't even look like, it was just crazy. And that's what you're basing of a Canelo fight. Now listen, Jaime Mungia, right? Destroyed Ryder, who Canelo beat. I know that they don't believe that Berlanga could have did that, so Berlanga was not going to get any type of fighter of that level, right? Mungia washed him, so I'm not mad at Mungia. Yeah, I'd rather Benavidez, of course. I'm not mad at Mungia, right? But fucking Berlanga makes me feel like I'm getting scammed. Like I
feel like another after urine fight. Like, come on, bro. Like this dude. Like, come on, please don't do this to us. Come on.
I feel like I just ordered from the Wish app, and this is what I got. Like that's what I feel like. It's absolutely shitty. Like I'm saying, I just feel like I just ordered from the Wish app. I'm telling you, man. Like this is and Canelo is gonna get critiqued crazy for this if he takes this fight. Like this is just nobody actually wants. I've not seen one person on social media, not one person on the internet actually want to see this fight. In fact, they're talking about everything else but him fighting Berlanga. And then you know what made me cringe, right? I was watching Berlanga's presser, and they asked him about fighting somebody else, right? I think it was Morel, and he said, "No, we're on to bigger and better things." But the way he said it, right?
Like he knew he had something.
Exactly, like it's already in place. That at that moment, Monty, I was ready to jump off a building. I was like, "You got to be absolutely kidding me!" That he's saying it with such confidence because he knows that it's going to happen, and that's what confused the hell out of me, because I was like, "There's no way that this fight." The way he was talking, he knew that it was locked in, and the way Sergio Mora was talking, you could tell that he was like, "Look, read this script, make this guy look amazing." And I was sitting there listening to Sergio Mora, and I was like, he's compromised. There's no way that he pulled up Terence Crawford, Mungia, Charlo, and Benavidez and stated that Benavidez has not Benavidez, Berlanga, and Berlanga has the best chance of all those guys. There's no way. There's nothing that he showed that can warrant that. Not one thing.
Terence Crawford had a better chance than his ass.
Bro, he's not a better puncher. I don't believe that any of those guys. He's not as active as a Mungia. He's not as technical as a Charlo. I'd rather him fight Crawford at this point. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like, as a Canelo fan, and I don't want to criticize Canelo, this is fucking garbage. I'm not gonna lie. It is garbage.
I'm with you, and I don't even criticize Canelo, bro. Like this one right here, like I was trying to go at people telling them it ain't gonna be no damn Berlanga. You know what I mean? If you turn around and put Berlanga in the ring, you make me look bad, bro, and I gotta get on your ass.
Yeah.
Like you my dog and all, bro. But this move right here, bro, just it's a money grab, bro. And it's like it's Cinco de Mayo, bro. Like you can't put no goddamn Edgar Berlanga in there. Like that ain't even a 4-round fight. If you being realistic, Canelo, if you're not carrying them, because if you get past 4 or 5 rounds, you carrying them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you really carrying. Like this dude haven't done nothing. He haven't even fought a big name yet to even prove that he's on that level. Like he fought, like you say, motherfucking bar fighters and fighters he's supposed to knock out. And then when he did get it out with man, I forgot my guy name. Man, what's my dude name, man? But he killed this little streak, right? The little knockout streak.
Yeah.
So it's like he took that away from him. He won nothing. Like no disrespect to my dog, but he wasn't no world beater, and he took them all 10 rounds and made them look kind of bad.
Bro,
you know
he got dropped. Bro. He got dropped a few times. Looked really bad. Yeah, he almost had a really close decision against someone. I forgot who it was. Bro, even against this guy he fought, McCrory. You looked at his face; he was cut. I'm sitting here like, dog. Like you put up the top 10 rankings of anybody coming up right now. Berlanga's not on there, so I don't know how in the world at 168 you're not even considered top 10 to anybody. Did you ever watch Max Kellerman's blog about him, about Berlanga?
No.
Max Kellerman went as far as to say that he wouldn't beat any of the top prospects at 168. Basically saying he's one of the worst fighters at that division. That's what he came out and said. Like he wouldn't beat any of the top prospects, not a Charlo, not a Mungia. He named like 50 people.
Real, none of them dudes.
None of them. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, Canelo, please don't. Like, you can't sell this Puerto Rico versus Mexico. You can't. You can't. You have a better chance of saying Matisse is going up to 168 and people being more excited.
Thank you, bro.
It's absolute. It's dog shit. I'm not gonna lie. If this fight happens, I'm gonna be so mad. And I mean, it's just Canelo's not gonna sell a lot of pay-per-views with this fight.
He's not. And I'm looking to see. I'm looking to see the number that they're willing to give him to fight Edgar Berlanga. Like I'm literally looking to see, like, is the zone really on board with this shit? Like, I know the zone can't be on board with no goddamn Edgar Berlanga right now. Like, I know they can't be on board with it.
I think the only way that they're going to be down with it is simply if they can get Benavidez like a promise or something. Because I just seen I forgot the guy's podcast, something voice podcast. I forgot his name. They had somebody on there, and he was basically saying that PBC dropped the ball because they never had a contract or they never had Benavidez as one of the 3 fights on there, and that he never was actually a plan for PBC for Canelo to fight, which is kind of crazy. So I think what's happening at the zone, I think maybe he gave Eddie Hearn the listen, give me this money, and we can figure out versus Benavidez. But I think he's going to be asking upwards of almost. He just turned. They said 60 million. I think he's going to get 100 million guaranteed to take that fight. That's what I feel.
I'm looking at it like this though. My thing is, okay, and I know this for a fact. I'm gonna tell you right now, if he go to the zone and they offer him 100 million to fight Benavidez, I don't know if PBC is going to let Benavidez go the zone way, right? Now, like I say, one thing about PBC is they try to use Canelo for the big deal with Prime videos and get the big fights over there, like Tank coming over there. So it's like, okay, now we're going to let. If just think about this, if I'm Prime and I'm saying, okay, we wanted the Canelo fight and Benavidez over here, we want the Tank fight over here. So now you're saying you want to do business with us, but you want to let one of your top stars go over to the zone and get him the rights to the fight and things of that nature, because they're not going to do a joint situation going on with two.
No, they're definitely not.
So my thing gonna be like, is Benavidez gonna be like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll drop everything I got over here to go over to the zone and do this. I'm gonna come down from 175 because it's going up to 175. And I'm gonna come back down from 175. Which, if an opportunity presents itself, you gotta really, really look at it and be like, you know what? If they give him 100 million, my pay do go up. Yeah, I mean, my pay do go up. But is PBC going to do right by you by giving you the opportunity? Which I think Al will do it.
I don't think they're gonna let him breach the contract. I don't think so. I mean, that's a big fight to lose. And then the thing, this is the crazy thing when you're talking about it, you have Benavidez there. You had Canelo there. Why wasn't Benavidez on one of those 3 fights that you had? That's insane to me. How do you drop the ball and not have the fight that people are asking for the last 2 years on there? Canelo signed the deal like I think a year and a half ago. Doesn't make any sense.
I feel like PBC always do it a fight by fight basis, and I think Canelo probably was smart enough to know to do it probably fight by fight basis. Like, okay, because they said it was a 3-fight deal.
I thought it was a 3-fight deal. Yeah, that's what I heard.
So it's like they can do a fight by fight basis with Canelo, because you go make sure he got leeway on who he pick and who he fight and things of that nature. So they probably thought he was gonna do right by them. Like, you know what, we gave you X, Y, and Z. Now, you know what I mean, it's time for you to throw us that bone and make this happen. You know what I mean? So, it probably was that nature. I don't want to talk the business and say it was this, but at the same time, they probably thought, well, Canelo will be on board with us to do this. And, it turned around, once that time came, he had other things in mind, which is crazy. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, and Oscar De La Hoya came out and called PBC a sinking ship. Like, so Teofimo, something's going on. at PBC. I don't know what is going on, but I don't know how much longer they're going to run. So maybe we do get the Benavidez fight because we don't know how much longer they're going to be around at this point.
Well, I'm gonna say it's with PBC. They're not a burning shit. PBC not going nowhere. The thing is, they looking for a landing spot, right? See, when you look at Oscar Bob, they tried to sue Al Heyman already and things of that nature because of the situation that's going down. But you can never count out Al Heyman. Like, never count him out, bro. Like, he looking for a landing spot, and once he find that landing spot, he go pull it on. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's PBC running out of money. I don't think it's this. I don't think it's that.
Yeah.
I just think it's the fact of Showtime gone. Now, they want to make sure wherever you land, it's going to be a good deal for both. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think was going on over there. But if you don't got a place for your fighters to fight, you going to be looking to do business on other sides of the street. So, we'll see how that thing turn out. So it's just weird that it's taking this long for them to find a landing spot, knowing that Showtime was going out of business. So that's kind of confusing a little bit.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, like, with this Canelo situation, is overshadowing everything that's happening right now. Literally, we're about to have the face-offs tonight, or the press run with Dela Hoya and Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. Everybody's talking about Canelo. What's Canelo going to do? I'm looking at every blog. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about PBC. They're talking about Dela. This May 4th thing is frustrating, Monty. I'm not gonna lie. And
I'm gonna talk about this boxing game, Norris. I'm gonna tell you one thing about this boxing game. It's gonna be a lot of loops and curves that getting thrown out there, bro. To where one thing I learned, bro, is never fall for the hype. And this what keeps me going. This what keeps me going up. I don't fall for, like, a lot of people fall for the hype, right? They see a big time fight and they go nuts. Oh, we're gonna get it. Oh yeah, it's coming. It's this. It's that. And now you telling your fan base, oh yeah, the fight's coming. It's this, it's that. And then you turn around and they lay an egg on your ass. And now you be pissed off, you mad. Now the fans mad. It's like, and that's why I always try to keep it real. I try to tell them, listen, I'm not gonna feed you no bullshit. Y'all might not like what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. If I feel like the fight ain't gonna take place, I'm sorry to rain on your parade, but I understand the business of this game. I understand how the game works. I understand that once people get to the top, they hunger ain't the same when they was trying to get to the top. Because when you're hungry, you're like a Jerron Bruce Ennis right now. You're willing to fight any and everybody.
Yeah.
It's when you get to that top level, and now you get the money, you get the millions of dollars, you get the titles. Now them young guns, they aiming for you. Now they're targeting on your back. Do you have that same drive to go out there and say, you know what? I was once this hungry lion. I'm gonna get hurt, or do you become that diva, and I want to pick this fight and pick that fight, and you haven't done anything, and you know what I mean? So it's like this game it's a tricky business.
Let me ask you a question in regards to, let's say it does happen, it is Berlanga, May 4th. How big of a hit do you think publicly Canelo takes for this fight? Because they're trying to sell this fight. I mean, when I watched that Saturday fight, I was sitting there and I was like, are they really actually saying, with Sergio Mora saying this for real? How big of a hit publicly are they going to take?
When I tell you Canelo's going to be so frustrated through the build-up in the press conferences because the media is going to eat his ass alive. Like, if the media be realistic, right, and they don't kiss ass, because sometimes, don't get me wrong, you still have to sell a fight because the fight is signed, sealed, and delivered. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
But if the media don't do the media job, and Stephen A. Smith, see, people hate Stephen A. Smith about certain shit.
He's gonna kill Canelo.
But exactly, but you have to have that type of mentality to say, okay, you might be mad at me, but I'm gonna ask your ass the tough questions. Why is it not Jaime Mungia? Why is it not David Benavidez over this guy who haven't done anything?
Nothing
not
at all.
To the Puerto Rico legacy like that. He's not no fucking Miguel Cotto, right? He's not those caliber of Puerto Ricans where you can say it's a rivalry. Y'all don't got no history. Y'all don't have nothing, no history and nothing to build this fight on, nothing at all. So it's like, why take this route if not you just want an easy bout to go out here and knock somebody out on Cinco de Mayo, and you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, challenge yourself this go around. Like, you Canelo Alvarez, you can't be called King Nello. We call you King Nello, bro.
Yeah.
And you run around this motherfucker pulling these type of moves. Like, bro, come on now, bro.
It's bad when I got a text from my cousin, right? You know I'm Puerto Rican, right? And he's like, I hate this guy. He is so terrible. And I'm telling you, like, our community is not behind this fight. Bro, they had the fight in Orlando, not New York City, where he's from. Think about this for a second. His last fight was in Orlando, not Madison Square Garden, not the Barclays Center, and he's from Brooklyn. I don't know if that says something, but I think it does. There's millions of Puerto Ricans in New York. And you telling me you could not did it in the theater? You could have did it anywhere else? You did it in Orlando? How many people were there? 40?
Right. You went to Florida, bro.
You went to Florida. First of
Right.
all, Orlando, yes, they have a lot of Puerto Ricans, right? But New York City is where you're actually from. And they didn't even do it there. And you're supposed to pitch us this fight with the face of boxing? How, like, I feel disrespected. And I feel like they're going to fool the casual fan to tune in. That's what I think they were doing. Because when I'm listening to Sergio, I was like, nah, son, you're not really real what you're saying right now. You're saying that he has a better chance than Charlo? What has he done? He doesn't even hold a belt. Like,
That's how I know if they talking like that, like you say, Noah, that's how I know the fight is probably a go, bro. Like when they trying to build it up and feed it to the people like that and try to build Edgar Berlanga up because he went out there and knocked out a nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's like taking him to Mexico and paying a cab driver.
Yeah.
Get in the ring and you knock him out, and then you run around act like you just knocked out motherfucking David Benavidez or David Morrell or somebody.
It was absolutely disgusting to hear. And it's funny, I was talking to one of my buddies, and he's an analyst for the NFL, and he told me a lot of times they try to push that agenda on you. They want you to say certain things. And I was just sitting there, and I could not believe it. Matter of fact, I forgot the guy's name on PBC. He's the white dude. He's always on the corner. He's like whatever. I think he's white. I don't know what he is. And he's looking at Sergio Moro like, what?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
Right.
And I was sitting there, and bro, I don't want to sound like a hater. I'm from Brooklyn. I actually know people that are in Berlanga's camp, right? Like, I've known them for years. And it's just like, I can't lie and sit here and say, yo, I'm hyped. I don't know one Puerto Rican that actually believes that this is a good fight. I just don't. It's great that he's going to get a great payday. He's probably not going to have to box again after he gets knocked out by Canelo, right? And then this is the worst part. Canelo has to knock him out. He has to knock him out. And it's just absolutely insane. And Eddie Reynoso has done an amazing job with Canelo's career, right? I cannot see a situation where they just where Eddie's saying this is the one. Let's take this.
You know, Eddie picked the fights.
Eddie, man, if you pick this fight, I'm
hey, Eddie picked the fights. Canelo let Eddie pick the fights, bro. He gave Eddie the keys to the bus. Eddie driving the ship.
When they asked Canelo, so what do you think about Edgar Berlanga? Next question. Like, what are you gonna say? What are you actually gonna say outside that he's a big guy? That's it. I'd rather you done a rematch with Bivol, anybody. I would have rather you fight Errol Spence at this point.
Exactly. This gonna hurt. Like, I feel it. Like, if this fight gets signed, sit and delivered, bro, it's gonna be so many people coming at me. Oh, hey, Monty Brown, what about your boy, man? Oh yeah, you want to defend this? Hey, Monty Brown, and then it's not that I want to defend it. It's just how they come to me. You know what I mean? Like if they come with respect and be like, Monty, bro, this not a good fight. I agree with you, but I just know they gonna come just so disrespectful and just so just trolling.
That's what comes with being a Canelo supporter. I love Canelo.
That's a fact.
But I can't defend this. I'm not going to defend this. And I love Canelo. But when I heard Berlanga, at first I thought Berlanga was just talking. You know, people always call out Canelo. But when I seen him definitively say, when I went to bigger and better things. Yeah.
No, I'd rather him fight Jake Paul, bro.
Bro, Jake, I'd rather Logan Paul. I don't care. I'd rather fight Chris Paul. I don't care.
Paul, bro.
Not Edgar Berlanga.
Fight Nate Robinson, bro.
Please. Anyone.
Oh man, bro.
Fight Manny Pacquiao out of retirement. Not this guy. Please, not.
And all jokes aside, listen, like I can't defend this, man. Like this one, I can't defend. Like Edgar Berlanga, like and this is no knock to you, man. So Edgar, this is not us being hard on you.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, of course, if the fight is presented to you, you go take it. You do what you gotta do for your family.
Yeah.
You could take that ass whooping for the payday and to be on the stage, and you can still bounce back because you're young and it's gonna be your first loss, and you can say, "Well, I was young," and
Lost Canelo. Yeah.
it's Canelo, bro. It's like, all right, I learned from it, but now I'm trying to come back for the rematch. But it's like, bro, like, come on, bro. You not no David Morrell. You not no David Benavidez. You not no Charlo. Come on, bro. It's plenty of fights.
You're not a Tim Tszyu. I would rather see him fight Tim Tszyu.
Yeah,
I don't
bro,
care at this point. It's just going to be, and this is what makes boxing, what turns people off to boxing.
That's a fact, bro.
This is the type of fight that turns people off to boxing.
That's a fact, bro. This is what get boxing a black eye.
Yeah, and bro, I'm not gonna lie. It seemed, I don't know if you watched the fight on Saturday, but it literally seemed as if it was signed and delivered. And when I heard De La Hoya say what he said today, I was like, oh yeah, no, Berlanga's getting the fight because they're definitely not gonna pay Charlo.
I actually missed the fight, Noah, because the situation I told you with my family.
Oh yes.
So I actually missed the fight because of that. But it's like, I knew what it was gonna be. Like I knew, like I say, people kept talking about, I say, man, gonna knock the dude out in 7 rounds, bro. Like that's something I already know. The dude was a nobody. Like I looked, I know this shit. So I'm like, he's a nobody, bro. That's a gimme fight. Like it's a gimme fight. Coming back, they trying to showcase him, but I had no idea they were trying to showcase him for Canelo.
For Canelo fight. The crazy thing is, people don't understand too. Like you can become a professional boxer by just literally getting a physical and paying $250 and getting a license. And it literally looked like that's what they did with this guy. He was 18-0. I've never seen this guy. They looked for the best record possible so they can justify the Canelo fight. That's what they did. Because when I seen him, I was like, this guy sucks. I mean, anybody. Let me take that back. Anybody steps in the ring, I give you credit, right? But we all knew it was a job. I didn't know how big of a job it was going to be. But when I heard them talking about Edgar afterwards, I was like, oh, this is a full-on job. Literally a full-on job. Like Moore is in on it. Or like I don't even want to hear Sergio Moore anymore talk. I don't. After watching what I saw, I was sitting there like I was in disbelief.
He got the script. We can walk around Florida. We probably can walk around parts of New York and ask people, do you know Edgar Berlanga? And they probably don't even know who Edgar Berlanga is.
No, dude, you can. They might say, yeah, we know him, and they're gonna be like, do you think he beat Canelo? Hell no. Nobody is asking for that fight. Listen, when Tito fought Oscar, biggest fight, Puerto Rico's going crazy. When Canelo, when Camacho fought Chavez, big rivalry, absolutely. There's zero buzz for this. Even when Cotto fought Canelo.
Yeah, even Cotto Canelo was big.
Yeah, nobody in their right mind believes that this is an actual decent fight.
Exactly, bro.
Nobody. And
Charles got more recognition fight tape than this dude will get. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
It's a fact. I called it a Javante Davis move. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's how bad it was to me.
Well, we gotta say Canelo. Canelo the big dog. They learned from Canelo.
Monty, I'm so mad. I'm so disappointed because I traded Canelo to the Puerto Rican people, and we gave him Berlanga on a fair trade. So I was gonna wear my Canelo T-shirt with a Puerto Rican flag on the back and say Canelo's Puerto Rican. I can't do that after this fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's so disappointing, buddy. I've never been so depressed about an announcement that hasn't happened, but I believe it's going to happen within the next week or so.
But I'm gonna say this though. Hopefully though, like Canelo see the buzz that's going around. And one thing about Canelo, I'm gonna be realistic. Canelo's so strong, man. He don't give a damn. Like he don't give a damn. Like I can tell by the way he talk. Like I know Canelo personality, cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Cool dude, but he still have that. It's about me personality as well. Once you get to that level, you make that caliber of money. You known all around the world. You playing golf with Steph Curry and winning golf tournaments and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You become that. Oh, I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't. You know what I mean? I'm sorry I'm cutting so much. I don't care what you think and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So it's like, you. It get the word on you so much, and maybe it is because sometimes the fans do accept anything from you. Right, your fan base go by regardless because they diehards and things of that nature. But at the same time, criticism has to be brought along on this one.
No, absolutely. Nobody's perfect.
I can't sit back and ride for no Edgar Berlanga, bro. I can't do it.
I just can't believe that this is actually on the table. Like I'd rather have seen a rematch with Caleb Plant. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I
Exactly.
gotta see that, dude. Like it's just
Exactly, bro.
it's. But I don't know, Monty. I'm depressed. I actually have to go to the hospital right now, so I'm gonna let you go. We'll be back tomorrow at 12. My bad. I had to do it early today because had some. I'm about to have a baby soon, so
I sure looked up. I said, all right, I'm on time now, New. So
Nah.
he said,
And I was super on time. I didn't even push it back. But tomorrow
right.
at 12, we should be good, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Okay, no doubt, no doubt. I got you, my brother.
All right, tomorrow we on.
Okay.
Again, guys, it's your boy Norbs. This is the 10A podcast. That was my co-host right there, my man Monty Brown. That's my guy. Knows his shit. Got a lot of respect for him. We're gonna continue to build this brand. Tune in, share, like, subscribe. We're gonna keep it real. I'm a Canelo fan. I gotta critique my man. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. But it's your boy, and we are out. Tune in tomorrow.